Hi everyone, and this is Amanda Hart, and this is actually video 9, and it's week 5 of my Reversing Autoimmune Disease diary. So I'm halfway through the 10-week program that I'm going through to reverse all the damage which causes my symptoms and many of my diagnoses. So for any of you out there who are following this, I've been keeping a record after eliminating wheat, dairy and sugar from my diet. I'm talking about sugars that are the processed kind, not fruit. And it's been quite an interesting start, which was very roller coaster with the emotions, to a point where I got to a lovely level of plateau with emotions in week 4. And now I've discovered something else. Now, out of the 23 symptoms that I've been going through, varying from levels of from if 0 is no symptom at all, 1 is something's niggling, and 10 is an incredibly extreme version of that symptom, really causing pain or discomfort. Most of my symptoms have reduced dramatically. So out of the 23 symptoms that I've been experiencing, 13 of them have completely gone, and the rest of those that are left have come down and reduced dramatically. However, I have seen some of them have been fluctuating and increasing, just a couple of them, which has actually helped me to identify with other things that are affecting me. Also, there's many of you that are out there that are sending me incredible research and tips and stuff that I can look at to equate to and compare to what I'm doing. And Amy Melwis, she beautifully sent this. She's been watching this, and I know that she's been going through a lot of issues with her symptoms from her autoimmune conditions, and sent me something which was really interesting. It was about foods that actually mimic gluten. At first, I looked at it, I was discerning and intuitive whether that actually was the case. And for me, the first thing that came to me was oats. Now, many of us understand when things are affecting us at a subconscious level, but it's whether we actually recognize it on a conscious level, whether we can actually see it in the everyday experience that we're going through. So oats came to me quite instantly, because I now have oats for breakfast every single day. I've also increased my intake of rice, and I'm having a lot of rice because I'm eating some lovely Thai dishes, lots of really healthy, zingy foods that I can actually put in a wok, and I can create them from fresh, and it's lovely. But I have been adding a lot of rice to those dishes as a filler. And interestingly, the foods that actually mimic gluten affect those people who are either celiac or gluten sensitive, and these can be corn, rice, oats and millet. Now, I definitely have increased my intake of corn, rice and oats. So what I'm prepared to do now, and this is again is part of this 10-week process. For the first few weeks, you eliminate 3 food groups, and then you can start to identify if anything else is affecting you. Also, it's not just food. I've completely changed the way my lifestyle is. I now have other people who are on board, a team who are helping me do the things that I loathe to do, like all the techie stuff and all the things that I find really tedious. But they love it. They're very geeky, very techie. They love all of that. And it's just amazing how much I've grown as a person and in my business over the last few weeks, because I'm now discerning what I can focus on, which is what I love to do, and what others can help and support me with, which is what they love to do. So lifestyle is changing, but I have noticed that my exercise hasn't changed because I haven't really been able to get to the next level. I'm walking every day, and that's great. I'm feeling so much better. My symptoms have reduced dramatically. But interestingly, in all of this time, I've only lost in total 2 pounds. So in 5 weeks, I've lost 2 pounds. I lost 4 pounds initially in the first week, and then I put 2 pounds back on, and then I plateaued, and then I put another pound on. And I do think that that's because of this, this influx, this higher sort of input into my diet, which is mainly rice and oats. So for the next couple of weeks, I'm actually eliminating, for the next 3 or 4 weeks, I'm going to eliminate rice and oats and corn if I can, as much as possible. So I'm going to up my protein levels, up my vegetable and fruit levels, and incorporate other carbohydrates. I'm going to have potato as a replacement, because I haven't been actually having enough potato anyway, and that's really good for me as well. So that's what I'm planning to do next. Usually I would have been very flummoxed and disappointed and down on myself if I hadn't lost any weight and I've put all this effort in. But because I've leveled out with everything else, with my emotions, mental state, etc., I see it logically, and looking at the bigger picture, it's helping me to keep very stable with this process. So all in all, it's a really good, productive week. Again, I'm going through tremendous change. Going through a relaunch of my business with my team, lots and lots of troubleshooting, and a partner who's passing kidney stones and has been for the last 10 days. So working through the night and juggling that and being nursey, putting all the different hats on. Actually, it hasn't been too bad. I've pretty much, stayed with all of this and been okay. I've had the odd day when I've just felt exhausted and just gone to bed, but I've been waking up in the night feeling very, very creative and just got on with it. And it's amazing how much more productive I have been, because I'm not fighting this daily battle of this fatigue and brain fog and the pain and the symptoms that are dragging me down, and the frustration with not being able to exercise, and hating what I'm eating because I'm feeling I've got to eat certain things. All of that has changed. I love what I eat now. I love getting out and exercising and just having that freedom. I love the fact that I'm not in pain. Only slight discomfort now. That's all I can say. And in comparison, it's unbelievable. And just enjoying life and feeling my mojo coming back, feeling really, really excited. I actually have those flutters of butterflies that arise from the pit of my stomach, and they make me feel a little bit sick. It's like, there's so much that's happening. All this experience is helping and working in parallel with all the changes that I'm making in all areas of my life, which is obviously showing results in many, many different ways. So thank you to all of you that are sending your tips and your support. Thank you so much for all of you for embarking on this with me, and showing your solidarity and making those changes for yourself. I'd love to hear how your progress is. I'm getting lots of your messages coming back to me. But please share your stories. If you see them on Facebook or any other social media platforms, on YouTube, please do post some comments. I'd love to hear this, because these stories are helping other women, other people getting engaged. I'm saying women because most of my audience are 95% of my audience are women. I do have a lot of men in my network too who I support, and support me as well. So it's shared information, and caring is all about sharing, and vice versa. So anyway, looking forward to seeing if I lose any weight next week. I'll probably be starving hungry, but no, I will find whatever it is to replace the things that I can't have at the moment, and see, because that's what the wonderful thing about this exploration is okay, that doesn't work for me, what will? What can I replace it with? So anyway, till next time, see you soon. Bye for now. Keep healthy.